The old era of passive progression is officially over. Welcome back to Dark Pingle. Today is June 7th, 2026, which means we have exactly 23 days left before the official A New Era of Vengeance campaign closes its reward tracking window on July 1st. The leaderboard is currently live, and with a premier 40,000 cross-pool up for grabs, securing a top-tier score from the platform's automated evaluation system requires absolute tactical optimization. Before we dismantle the late-game architecture, we must log the mandatory program compliance statement. This content was independently produced by the streamer and is not supported, recommended, or managed by the company or the Crosswave program. To ensure we deliver maximum strategic value to the ecosystem, this comprehensive masterclass will systematically tear down the 5 primary layers of the game: the mechanical legacy of the Dark Elf, the integration parameters of the Liom system, the market architecture of the RUBYx economy, moment-to-moment combat loops, and high-efficiency reward farming lines. Let's advance directly to our first structural pillar. We break ground with pillar number 1, Dark Elf racial meta. The Dark Elf race stands as one of the most iconic, lore-heavy identities across the entire universe of ROHAN, serving as a high-impact choice for competitive players entering the server. However, choosing this lineage requires you to understand their precise mathematical alignment rather than just their visual appeal. The core strength of this race relies heavily on exploiting specialized stealth parameters and high-frequency magic amplification. Their native racial advantages give your character distinct progression buffs when maneuvering through high-level contested zones. When you scale into late-game PvP and map control skirmishes, your survivability depends entirely on utilizing your animation canceling skills and tracking enemy debuff durations down to the millisecond. If you fail to align your character builds with the unique stat scaling of this race, your damage per second metrics will hit a wall. Stop building generic hybrid stats. Invest fully in your racial strengths to optimize your endgame class scaling before stepping onto the competitive battlefield. This leads us directly into our second structural layer: Liom system explained. The addition of Liom introduces a deep mechanical shift to the classic world progression structure of R.O.H.A.N.2 on cross. For players trying to cross the boundary into high-efficiency gameplay, understanding this mechanic is a strict requirement. Liom acts as a centralized subsystem that fundamentally anchors both your character's raw power metrics and your interaction with the broader server economy. You cannot afford to treat these progression systems as optional side quests. As you farm through advanced dungeons, the drops you secure must be channeled back into upgrading your Liom status parameters to unlock advanced stat scaling. Look closely at the menu interaction on my screen right now. By strategically prioritizing these specific upgrades first, you create a direct performance feedback loop that accelerates your clear speeds. Master these system overlays to ensure your progression curves don't flatline when encountering high-tier enemies. Now let's break down the primary economic pipeline of the game: RUBYx Tokenomics. RUBYx serves as the native, tradable game token driving the entire player-to-player commerce layer of R.O.H.A.N.2 on cross. For Web3 native players, this is the foundational layer where your in-game time investment translates into real ecosystem value. To maximize your market efficiency, you must master specific DEX trading strategies rather than blindly dumping your assets onto the exchange. RUBYx is deeply woven directly into the broader cross-Gamechain architecture, giving it true utility that extends beyond simple currency speculation. You can utilize this token to secure premium assets, participate in advanced crafting systems, or execute cross-chain transfers via your integrated secure wallet. Watch the market trends, track supply metrics, and understand how to leverage the Gamechain utility of your tokens to maintain absolute financial dominance on your server. This coordinates directly with our fourth major framework: gameplay momentum. The moment-to-moment experience of R.O.H.A.N.2 stands completely apart from traditional passive Web3 mobile titles. The design emphasizes mechanical accuracy, positioning awareness, and deliberate resource management. When evaluating the overall combat feel and feedback, your positioning relative to enemy animation frames dictates your performance ceiling. You must learn to read monster indicators and synchronize your defensive cooldown paths flawlessly. This creates a steady, uninterrupted progression flow that keeps you out of the graveyard and constantly pushes your character into higher reward matrices. Hand-on engagement with these systems proves that tactical execution will always outperform brute force on the live servers. Finally, we lock into our definitive execution phase, reward farming loops. If your goal is to extract maximum performance rewards from your daily playtime, you must treat your grinding pathing like a strict optimization formula. You cannot afford to spend time in low-yield territories. True efficiency optimization requires you to map out your rotations across areas that provide the highest concentration of premium drops and material resources per hour. By consistently executing these elite routes, you create a rapid, high-volume flow of progression items straight into your vault, feeding directly into your ecosystem value pipeline. Turn your in-game grinding hours into calculated progress, streamline your clear times, and secure your place at the peak of the farming economy. The strategic roadmap is completely in your hands, but your window to establish dominance is closing with every passing hour. This campaign phase concludes permanently on the July 1 deadline, leaving you exactly 23 days to lock down your position on the leaderboards. Click the official campaign dashboard link positioned right at the top of my video description box to link your profile and track your live evaluation statistics. If this deep strategy playbook accelerated your progression awareness, hit that like button, subscribe to DarkPingle, and activate the notification bell to stay locked into premium Web3 gaming execution. Leave a comment below with your current character rank. Stop playing like a casual, build with absolute intent, and I will see you all on the map in Rohan. Peace.